Hi guys, Squall here and welcome to an American truck video. This is an interesting one. Ever since this game came out, indeed ever since Euro Truck Simulator 2 came out, this has been a single player only game. In fact, if you wanted to play with your friends, the only way of doing it was via an unofficial mod called Truckers MP, which removed all the AI traffic and injected players into the map for you. SCS has long talked about an official multiplayer for ETS2 and ATS. And a few days ago, they very quietly and very deliberately posted a forum post about an experimental version of their official multiplayer that they are calling Convoy. Now, this official multiplayer allows up to 8 people to be playing on the map at the same time. And as you can see, we've got AI traffic, and I have a friend in front of me who's joined my session. In this video, I'm going to take you through the experimental multiplayer, what it is, what its limitations are, how experimental it really is, how to get it, and we'll do some testing on the way. So let's get started. Right, so one of the cool things I want to show you first is the in-game stuff, the things that you can do in the game. I'll just put my track IR back on. So on my left, we've got Puppy there. Like I say, you can have up to 7 other people with you, so 7 friends or 7 people in the public if you're hosting the session. It's 8 players in the session maximum. Now, the cool thing is I can communicate via in-game CB radio. So we'll do this by pressing the X key. So if I press the X key, Raging Puppy, buddy, are you out there? This is Squirrel over.
This is Raging Puppy to Squirrel. I can hear you 10-4.
Which is cool, right? I mean, the effects on that are so good. It works brilliantly. Just the X key. I don't think you can map a button control to it yet, but, you know, if you just hold the X key down, you can talk to people in the session with you, which is awesome. So that's a nice feature. The other thing is the quick responses. So if you press the Q key down the bottom left, you get various options. So you can do, for example, number 4, which is service, and then number 1, going to service. And that then puts it down the bottom right there, you see. So if you press the F9 key, that's the chat. So anything that you do, like Q, 2, 1, let me go first, that will appear in the chat. The only downside I've noticed is if you press the F3 key, now this thing here is hidden. If it's actually hidden, it doesn't pop the messages up, I don't think. So, but that works a treat. That's a really nice tool. And the other thing is, if you press the escape key, you also get this menu on the left, where if you press the tab, it brings this out. And it brings the in-game chat here, so you can still do the chat while you're actually in the main menu. So that's a nice feature. Right, first of all, I want to pick up a job with Pups. I want to take the exact same job, and we want to go to the exact same place. This is something that you just cannot do in Truckers MP, but apparently you can do in this. So we're going to use the in-game voice, and we're going to get down there and pick this thing up. Reggie Puppy, you ready to wheels roll? Over.
I am ready to roll out. Over.
Right, I am heading out, so let's see. Do you see a blue car in front of me here? Like this guy almost drive into me. You see a blue car?
Indeed, I do see a blue car.
Right now we're just heading down to pick up a trailer, as you can see. But already the AI synchronization seems pretty good out of the box. The notes say that over time, the colors of the vehicles will change slightly, just to save memory, because as you drive, you're going to be seeing hundreds of vehicles, and it can't synchronize all of them. So I think in the initial release anyway, you'll probably notice some variance. But we had a van go past, it had a burger sign on it, and he saw exactly the same thing as me. The lights changed to green at the same time as I did. Are they red for you?
They were green for me when I went through.
There was something I noticed about the traffic light synchronization. Also, there's some stuff about lifting bridges, like they're gonna, like toll booths. You won't see them animate at the same time, but they'll just work if you drive up to them. But I think lifting bridges are going to be locked down, so they won't lift at all when you're in this official multiplayer.
Oh, I see. I believe your indicators and brake lights are synced up as well.
Yeah, I'm indicating now, and then I'm not indicating. So what did that look like for you?
That was all synced up for me.
Right, I'm going to press enter and take a job, and we'll see if... I think I might be in a non-collision zone. Like, What can you just drive up to me? Like, if you drive up to me, can you drive into me, or does it like clip? Because I'm not sure if this is a non-collision zone or not.
I guess we'll find out.
There you go. Right, non-collision. Right, if you press the enter key and then go freight market, there should be a job here called mixed tank to Los Angeles. Do you see that?
I do not see that, over.
What do you see then?
I've got 3 jobs from here, a road roller, a mobile barrier, and a milling machine.
Okay, don't take anything just yet. I want to try something. I'm going to take that job.
Okay.
Because under the main menu here, where you view the Convoy browser, let's see, we've got some options down here. Idle on job, there's something here. Share your job with everyone. Share your job visibility. Confirm. If you press escape, and then at the top there, you can see that I'm on a job now. Do you get any extra options about taking that job?
Having a look now. I can take the job, yeah.
You can take the job from that screen? Nice. That's how you do it then. Yeah, so you just took the exact same job as me.
Yeah, so I had to click on your name and what job you was doing, and then there was a button to take the same job.
Nice. Let's go connect up then. Can you... Is it the same place for you? For me, it's right in front of me now.
No, mine is around the corner, I believe.
Oh, that is interesting. So your job is in a different place to me.
Indeed.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what? That, for me, is the original mixed tank one? And your truck just disappeared.
I can still see you.
Wait, you just came back. Alright, let's just pull out here. I just want to try some other stuff. Alright, so what I want to try is some time of day and weather things. See what happens. So right now, that's interesting though, because your trailer is different to mine. The stuff on the back is the same, but the trailer is different. And when you was picking it up, you went to one of the other jobs to get it, and then it kind of changed it along the way. When you pulled away, it replaced your trailer with something like mine, but yours is very different.
Yeah, I noticed that the cargo was the same, but the trailer was different.
So on my screen, you've got like a red trailer, and I've just got a grey one. And yours has got a different neck on it.
Yeah, I've got a red trailer with the neck that you, like, disattach, and then you can drive off the front, and yours just looks like a standard flatbed.
Alright, let's try and change the time of day. What time does it show for you right now?
Time of day for me is 10:41 a.m.
I'm going to set it to 11 a.m.
That just changed to 10 a.m. and it's raining.
Okay, it does say, to be fair, that the time of day and weather is not fully synced properly, so... I just set the weather to sunny. Did it change at all?
Not yet.
Alright, let me try and set it to rainy. Any difference?
It's now sunny.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's nice and sunny for me now.
Right, I've made it sunny. What happens for you?
It's still nice and sunny for me.
Okay, we'll roll with that. Weather synchronization's not fully working yet, but I think the time is. I think the time is definitely working fine. Let's drive down to the destination and deliver this and see what happens.
Sounds good. Over and out.
Before we head out, I just want to point something out. If you look at the back of the truck and the trailer here, you'll see that my air hoses are connected, but on pups they're not. That's a known limitation right now. Although the game actually synchronizes paint jobs, truck accessories, cabin accessories, that kind of thing, it doesn't actually synchronize the brake hose and air lines. And also, as you've just seen, the trailers, whether I don't know if they're deliberate or not, but the trailers are often just not the same, even though the cargo is the same. So just bear this in mind as we go along. This is experimental. Very much under development. There are little things that you're going to see just like that. Right, Sir Puppy, let's deliver the goods.
Let's do this.
I'm looking at a distinct lack of traffic around right now. I don't know if that's normal.
It's the time of day, they're all probably at Costa Coffee.
True story, bro. Right, so the official multiplayer. Why was it not pushed out on social media? Why was it not pushed out in the blog? Why was it quietly pushed out on the forum? Simple. As it says in their forum post, they wanted to roll that out quietly because this is very much experimental and they're treading very, very carefully with this stuff. They want to get some feedback, they want to get some testing, but they want to do it on a smaller player base, hence why they didn't make a big deal of it. Now, you can play this now. I'll link the forum post in the description, but I want to just kind of preface all of this, guys. This is very experimental, and I really mean that. If you want to try this, you're going to need to opt into an experimental branch with a password that is on the forum post. And you must please back up your profile first. As it says, back up your profile. Go to, I think it's Documents, and then American Truck Sim and Profiles, and just zip everything up that's there. Because if you play this experimental on your profile, it will be locked into this 1.41 version, and you won't be able to just go back and play pre-1.41. So just bear that in mind. And this thing could crash, like it could be unstable. It's got warnings all over it, so take it seriously. That being said, this official multiplayer, we're going to drop this delivery off here, and then I'll show you how you create a session and also how your friends join a session. Now, there are no special transport jobs allowed. You can only do normal jobs. You can't get jobs currently from World of Trucks, so it's only jobs that you can get in your own job market, if you like. However, as you just saw, your friends can take the exact same job and you can go to the exact same destination, so you can really have a proper mini convoy. Although it's only like a maximum of 8 drivers, it's still pretty cool. You can password protect the session. You can make sure it's only Steam friends if you want to, so you can properly configure it. And there's also options about collisions and things like this. And even for extra special safety, when you finish in your convoy session, it will ask you, do you want to save everything that just happened or not? So if you had a really bad session, you joined some random guy's public session, say, and it all went horribly wrong, and you lost some money, got some damage, you can click a button and it will just revert all that progress back to pre-joining the session. So it's been really well thought out. Having said that, there might be bugs, there might be crashes. The whole thing is very much work in progress. There will be no mod support on initial release, or indeed now. If you want to play this, this is what I recommend. Back up your profile, number 1. Number 2, you need to turn off all of your mods, right? Ideally, you have a separate profile which has no mods enabled, and you'll just use that. If you don't have one, probably better just creating a brand new profile and going with that. You cannot have any mods, right? This, and the big problem, and this is the one that really I did find is an issue, the people that join your session have to have the same cargo and map DLCs installed as the host. Now, this one was a problem because I created a session and Pups couldn't join my session because he didn't have Colorado and Idaho DLC. I tried turning it off in my Steam, so I disabled my map DLC that he didn't have, and I couldn't load my profile because my profile is locked to that DLC, so I can't turn the DLC off. The only way he could join my my multiplayer session was by buying the profile, so he had to buy the DLC in order to join my session. Now, that is a real kicker of a limitation in a way, because if you've got friends and they don't have the same map DLC or cargo DLC as you do, they're going to have to buy it before they can join your session. However, the alternative is get them to create the session, and you'll be able to join them. So if they don't have, say, Colorado, and you do, you should still be able to join them, I think, because it should take the path of least resistance, if you see what I mean. I've got more DLC than they do. They create the session, I can join it. If I create the session, they won't be able to join mine. I think that's how it works. You still behind me, sir?
Indeed, I am still behind you, over.
I just went to push to talk my CB radio and press my handbrake.
That doesn't seem very safe.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You was behind me at the time. Right, let's do a traffic test. I want to see what because we've been driving for a few minutes now. I want to see what the traffic looks like for you and me.
Okie dokie.
Alright, you need to get behind me. I've got a red truck with a blue trailer in my lane here. You see him?
I do see him over. He just stopped to let you out because he's that kind.
There's a black Mac just gone past me.
Indeed, I can see that as well.
Okay, so just tell me what you've got behind you right now, if you can.
Behind me, I've got a car, a truck passing me on the two trucks passing me on the outside lane. Behind the car, there's a truck.
Hang on,
Greyish
you better
silver.
move over, bro. There's been an accident. Can you see that accident or not?
Yeah, I can see the accident.
You see the accident. That's interesting. Right, so I've got that red truck going past me. There's a white Volvo as well about to go past me, and you're behind me, I think.
Yeah, I can see the same as you. There's just a truck in between us. He's now pulled down to overtake you.
What's this trailer? What kind of trailer's he got?
It's a red trailer with some writing on the side. I can't quite
Bushnell
make out
Farms.
what it is.
Other side of the road coming at us, do you see a blue truck and a couple of cars and a red truck?
I see a blue truck, a couple of cars, and a white and blue truck.
Oh, a white and blue truck. That's red and blue for me. And then a blue one with some logs or pipes or something.
Yeah, I saw a truck, two cars, and then a white and blue truck.
Yeah. Okay, so it seems like the synchronization's there, but the subtle differences sometimes, but not really anything that important.
Yeah, I don't think you'd notice it.
What I do like is the fact that you saw the exact same like roadblock, because that was an event, wasn't it? And you saw that, and I saw that. Do you see another one on the other side of the road right now?
Indeed, I do.
So that's really cool, guys, because that was always the problem in like Truckers MP. The official multiplayer seems to share the events properly. What I have read is that like lifting bridges are just not synchronized. They're gonna just be fully stationary on the initial release. Some of the sounds for the trucks and players are work in progress. The horns seem to work, but some of the engine audio might not be right. Whether that will be fixed for release, I don't know. And toll booths aren't synchronized, but they will just open on proximity, just like they do with AI vehicles, basically. So what we'll do is we'll drop this job off, and then we'll take a look at how you create a session and how you join a session so you can see that stuff working. Do you want to go up in front? I want to see what it's like from behind with the synchronization and stuff.
Yeah, no, it's not going from.
I see your indicators working fine. It's pretty smooth, actually. You didn't jerk around. You just smoothly overtook. It's only the map that seems to jerk.
Yeah, the actual animation's fine. It's like you said, it's just the map that's a bit juddery.
So when we cross in, I guess it'll go into a no collision zone. I'm guessing your drop-off point is going to be different to mine.
I would think so, yes.
Yeah, you're non-collision now for me. So where's your drop-off point? Mine's the left garage.
Mine would be in between the forklifts and the excavator.
That's so weird. Right, my cargo is ready for delivery. What about you?
I gotta go where you're going.
Wait, I thought you were going to a different place.
I said between the... Well, on my screen, I see an excavator and some forklifts.
So right now I'm in between an excavator and a giant machine right by the fence on a huge trailer.
That giant machine for me is some excavator. It's some forklifts, I mean.
Right, okay. That's why I was confused, because the forklifts are on the other side of the yard. Obviously some more differences, guys. Right, let's detach that and see what happens. Oh, you're guaranteed to be late. Because I moved the day forward. I'll get out of your way.
I'm not a pro like you, so it may take me a minute.
I mean, non-consequential differences, guys, right? I can see a massive thing on a platform to the left, and he can see forklifts, but it doesn't matter. Little differences. And on the way, you can see the little differences, but on the whole, that worked pretty well. Like the frequency, I could see him. No problem at all keeping up with him. I think if you press escape, and then you go into here, it actually shows you the latency, and you can see I'm now not delivering. Whereas if you click the icon down here, he's in a convoy, it said. So he was with me, which means he's on a convoy, I guess. But yeah, it all worked pretty well, I have to say. Right, so let's take a look at how you actually create a session and how a friend joins your session. So what I'll do is I'll show you also Pups' footage so you can see how he joins my session, and then we'll reverse it. He'll create one and I'll join his. So what you do is you press escape, and down the bottom here, you'll probably notice some new icons. They've sort of spiced things up a bit. But you click on Convoys here, and this takes you to a screen that shows you, well, all the convoys that I can see. I don't know what this is restricted to, but these are the ones that we can see at the moment. At the top here, there's some advanced filters. So only sessions that you can join, whatever that means. Sessions without a password, low latency sessions, and then options around whether you want to have collision areas or not. So that's how you join a convoy, but I want to host one. So we'll click host at the bottom, and now you're going to see I'm going to get a bunch of options here. At the moment, this doesn't remember my previous settings, which I kind of like it to do. But what we can do, we can just name the session. I'll just call it Gatwick for no particular reason. Optionally, I can put a password in. So you would probably want to do that if you're playing with friends, but you don't want anybody on your Steam friend list to join you. You can have a welcome message here. Hi, Mom. I'm on YouTube. Yay. Maximum players up to 8. Whether this will change in the future, unknown, but just bear in mind that's 8 including yourself. There are help options here. The maximum amount of players you can join. Actually, that implies 8 plus you, but I'm not sure that's correct. I think that's 8 including you. Steam friends only, will say yes. Enable traffic. Why would you not want this? But yes. Enable damage between players. Yes, is on by default. So outside of the no collision zones, you can damage each other. Disable collisions in services. You can turn that on. So if you want to pull in for some fuel and you want to be a no collision zone, you can do that. Hide players in no collision areas. This is up to you, but effectively, as you saw myself and Pups parking a trailer, if you tick this option, he would not be visible whilst he was parking his trailer and I was parking mine. Disable collisions while in menus. I personally have that on, just because if I press escape and I'm in the menu and I can't see what's happening, I don't want any collisions to be turned on, but that's up to you. And then enable player tags. We had this on, and pressing the Alt key didn't turn it off, which is probably just a bug. Again, it's up to you whether you want that on or off. Personal preference. Click confirm. Then you get the just a confirmation that you press tab for the in-game chat in the menu, and then the Y key, as you can see how I mapped it to a button for CB radio. In-game quick replies Q, CB broadcast, hold X. You know, this is all stuff you're familiar with. So you click OK. Then when you drive, so you come back here, but now the session's running. You can press F9. You can see there is the Hello Mum, I'm on YouTube thing, and you can see I'm no longer in a collision area. If I was in my garage, or garage, depending on where you are, I would be in a non-collision zone. So press escape, and if the session's running, you'll see it at the top. Right, Mr. Pups, do you want to try and join my session? It is called Gatwick again, usual password. So you should be able to filter it on your friends and stuff and find me.
I shall join.
So what he's doing now is using the join screen to enter my session, and I'll show you this in a second when I try to join his session. There you go. So once he's joined, looks like you're in.
Indeed I am.
Which means the in-game CB radio should be working.
Indeed, it is working, Temple.
And that's it. It's as simple as that. It really is super easy and super straightforward to do. That's how you host a session. You can, if you want to or need to, you can click on people and you can kick them or ban them or promote them to admin. Admin, I think at the moment there's just players and admin can obviously kick and ban and promote people. Given how many players will be in your session, you know, unless you're running some kind of public system, then, you know, you might want to kick and ban people, but promoting, unless you want to hand the session over to somebody else maybe, but I think when you quit the game, the session will close down. How do you actually leave the session? Press escape, you click this here and you close the session. I'm just going to close the session now just to demo that.
No worries.
And you click yes, and it's gone. Like at the top of the screen, it's gone. And here now you get a breakdown, and this happens whenever a session closes. Whenever you close your hosted session or leave somebody else's session, you get this screen. It'll tell you what you've earned, any XP that you've got, what you've discovered, and you can revert and go back as if this never happened, or you can accept. That's really cool. Let's take a look now at how I join his session.
The session is up. It's called Basildon.
Basildon, right. Escape.
Use your password.
Okay. Convoy. Gotcha. Convoys. Basildon, you say. So, first of all, I'll tick sessions with... did you go for one, only the friends or something? Steam friends?
Yeah.
So if I tick sessions... Actually, where is the filter for... Is it only contains friends at the top?
Yeah.
I was looking for it in advanced filters. Okay, when I refresh, I now see it. Basildon's got a padlock, so it's locked. 1 of 8, and it tells me the options that we've got. It also tells me map, module, California, all the DLC. That's cool, so I can see what DLC I need.
Indeed.
And then join selected. Put in the password, hit confirm. Get the usual box. I can now confirm at the top here I'm no longer admin. This Pups is admin. Click drive. Hey presto, you're right next to me. Just out of curiosity, what is to my side and your side in terms of truck? Like, describe the trucks.
To your left, there's a yellow truck with a short trailer that says Darwin on. And to my right, there's a orangey brown truck with a refrigerator trailer on called Plaster and Sons.
Right, they are completely different. What about the truck behind?
There's a red truck that's got NAM IQ on.
So they're the same. That's interesting. So just the stuff next to us. Curious.
Yeah.
Right, that's it, guys. This is the official multiplayer introduction. I hope you found this video useful and informative. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. Link to the article for the forum post will be in the video description. That's it. Take care, guys. Happy trucking.